Vitamin C promotes the iron absorption, so focus on vitamin C foods like citrus fruits. So it's not just that we're craving more food, we actually need more food because we're burning a lot of energy during this phase. I really love sharing a lot of information with you and helping you in any way possible. As you know, my channel is called Glow Up Diaries, but Glow Up Diaries is not only about how you glow up as a person from outside, like hair, skin, body, and etc. Glow Up Diaries is all this and so much more that comes beyond. It's the glow from the inside, it's your intelligence, it's your happiness, it's your health, perspective, inner healing, and all those aspects that make you glow up from inside and out. So welcome back. Today we're gonna go through biohacking and longevity, or how to improve our life quality. I have my laptop, I have my notebook with all the information, so let's get into it. So what exactly is biohacking? Biohacking is making all those science-backed small changes in your life. It would be diet, sleeping, mindset, and all those aspects. We're gonna go through a lot of biohacking stuff, and I'm going to share with you which ones I incorporate in my life. Just remember that those things are not necessary to have a healthy life. They are just a personal choice. So I'm going to start with my favorite one, and it's sleep. So it's very important to fall asleep between 10 and 11 at latest. I'm going to immediately say, but I sleep 8 hours, for example, from midnight to 8 o'clock, or from 1 o'clock to 9 o'clock, but this is not a healthy sleep. We're in tune with the solar cycle, and our body's restorational process starts around 10. It really doesn't matter if we like it or no, we're just made this way. The deepest and most regenerative sleep falls between 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock during the night. So if you go to bed later, you're just missing all those important hours that our body uses to recover physically and mentally. I have written some very important tips how to improve the quality of your sleep that I incorporate too. So let me just read them to you very fast. So first, put electronics away before sleep, or at least lower your brightness to minimum or to night mode, or wear blue light glasses. I have my blue light glasses here, and I constantly wear them when I'm working, before bed, when I'm reading. Try to make the room where you sleep as dark as possible, and try to keep the room where you sleep cool. This is very important for many reasons, and one of the reasons is that it helps the fat burning process in the body. Then we have, do not eat heavily for 2-3 hours before going to bed, because you really put a lot of food in your stomach, and like this your body is gonna work the whole night just digesting, and it's not actually going to have the time to relax and to restore physically. So just don't eat heavy carbs and heavily 2-3 hours before going to bed. Now let's talk about food. There is something called nutrigenomics, which is a science that studies the genes, how they interact with the food that we eat. I am very interested about this topic, and I have actually made several courses about it. So it's actually very interesting because you can do a DNA test very easy in a laboratory, and from your genetic profile you can find very interesting things, and you can understand many things. For example, how your body processes carbohydrates, fats, and protein, or sensitivities to specific nutrients, for example, lactose, gluten, and etc. You know how many people are lactose intolerant or gluten intolerant, and this you can find out from a DNA test or from a particular test for the particular food. If you're suspicious, then you can find your risk factors for conditions like obesity, diabetes, or heart disease, and customize your diet based on those results, which is great because like this you're living and eating niche down to what your body needs and what your organism and everything in your body needs. Intermittent fasting is one of the most famous ways in the biohacking field, which helps for optimizing health, longevity, and mental health. So it's basically periods of eating and fasting, leveraging the body's natural mechanisms so it can detox and repair. You're basically giving your body and digestive system a break, which is very helpful for weight loss too. I'm doing the 16-8 method, which means that I'm eating 8 hours and I'm fasting 16 hours, which means that from 12 o'clock to 8 o'clock I'm eating. 12 o'clock is my first meal and 8 o'clock is my last meal, and then the hours after this I'm not eating anything. I have been doing this since I'm, let's say, 16 years old. But to be honest, in the beginning I have shared this many times because I'm trying to save the girls not to do the same mistake. Okay, you're fasting, but when you're fasting, please eat the needed calories that your body needs. You can easily calculate how much calories you need. Eat them, because I was very stupid and I was eating 800 calories a day, exercising on top of this, and fasting, which I was eating so little calories you can imagine, and I lost my period. I got thyroid problems and I still have them. So yes, please be careful. If you're fasting, it's very good for weight loss, fat burning, ketosis. It's very good for the digestive system, but eat the number of calories that you need to eat. Trust me, this is going to be better than eating less calories and gaining weight from hormonal disbalance after this. But besides all of these good things that fasting does to your body, there are many other benefits, like your insulin level drops, and this allows your body to burn stored fat and energy more effectively. And there's something very interesting too that happens during fasting, and this is the growth hormonal levels grow, which supports fat burning, muscle maintenance, and cellular repair. Of course, a big part in optimizing your quality of life is exercising. So it's really your choice how you're going to look and feel like when you're 50, 60, 70 years old, because we have all seen the difference, for example, from a 60 years old woman and another 60 years old woman that has not done anything, but the other one has exercised, eaten good, and she's feeling very good and she's looking very good. Trust me, when you're 60, you can look very good if you take care now and prevent everything. So daily movement is a must. It really doesn't matter if you're going to do gym, Pilates, yoga, walking. It only matters to do what you like. For example, I like doing Pilates. I was doing gym before that, but now I don't feel like going to the gym that much, so I canceled my membership and I'm going only to Pilates Reformer and doing Pilates at home, like home workouts from YouTube, and walking. So those are the mainly things that I do every day, and this is what I like. You can choose dancing or tennis or paddle or swimming or horse riding even. All of those things are going to help you and are going to count as a physical activity. So just choose what you like, because if you do something that you don't like, first, you're going to feel bad. Second, it's not going to continue so long, because when we don't like something, we just don't want to do it, and it's, you know how it's going to continue. Something else in the biohacking aspect is considering of making tests in a laboratory to see what you have a deficiency from, like vitamin D, vitamin C, and etc. Because modern diets and food are often very deficient and low in minerals that our body needs. Key supplements like magnesium, zinc, and combination of vitamins D, A, K, and E are crucial for optimal health and energy. For example, I take vitamin D every 5 days because I have a deficiency. As you can see, I'm very light. I don't go out so much, and where I live, there's not so much sun, and I'm just born very white and I have vitamin D deficiency, so I need to take vitamin D. Like this, I optimize my health and my life quality. And some other supplements that you can take just to improve your health and etc. First, you don't need to take everything that TikTok and Instagram and social media tells you to take, because you don't need those things. But something essential that really you can take to optimize your health, omega-3. If you're not eating so much fish, for example, I'm eating fish once, twice a week, so I'm not taking omega-3 so much. And then you can take magnesium, which is very essential. Every night I take 1 capsule of magnesium. Black seed oil, and yes, black seed oil is very healthy. It helps with my bloating and etc. You can take probiotics too, but if you're eating probiotic foods, you don't need probiotic. If you have like problems with your digestion, try just incorporating more fiber foods, because fiber is going to help to feed you good bacteria in the gut, and it's going to help with your digestion. Something I love to do that is very popular in biohacking is to be in the cold. I don't mean like when you're walking outside and you're cold, and this is not it. For example, to take a cold shower or if outside it's cold and you by your own will go on the terrace and stay naked and be on the cold. This is it, because being in the cold and exposing your body to the cold helps the body microcirculation. I wanted to give a little bit more attention particularly to biohacking for women, because our body is unique and have unique needs. So I'm going to be looking in my laptop a little bit more because I have a lot of information here and I just cannot repeat the same things, and I don't want to lie to you if I mistake something, so excuse me. And the first thing that I want to share is cycling. I love syncing by aligning my diets and my workouts to my menstrual cycle, and it can be very beneficial if you have a condition like polycystic ovarian syndrome, endometriosis, premenstrual syndrome. So first we're gonna go through the different phases of menstruation before we start talking about cycling. First we have of course our menstruation, which is from the 1st to the 5th day. Then we have our follicular phase, which is from the 6th to the 14th day, and we have the luteal phase, which is from the 18th day to the 28th day. Now, after knowing the phases, let's start with the cycle syncing. So first, during your menstrual phase, you can focus on gentle activities like walking, Pilates and yoga, because estrogen and progesterone are at their lowest. But of course, if you experience like pain or fatigue, don't push yourself, just relax and don't do anything. For example, when I have a lot of pain down there during my menstruational period, I cannot do anything. It just hurts so much that I want to cry or puke, and I'm like this, and sometimes I really cannot do anything. For example, the first day I can do something, second, third day, fourth day, wow, pain, and then I can be better. So if you experience the same, don't push yourself. This is cycle syncing, exactly to do what your body needs. Nutritionally, the menstrual phase is the time that you're going to focus on warm foods, mineral-rich foods, easily digestive and deeply nourishing foods. So focus on iron to replenish the body from the blood loss, like grass-fed red meat, anchovies, oysters, sardines, pumpkin seeds, kale and collard greens. Vitamin C promotes the iron absorption, so focus on vitamin C foods like citrus fruits. And then magnesium is very important because it relaxes your muscles, and if you have a lot of pain here, it's really going to help you with the pain. So some food sources are pumpkin and chia seeds, almond, cashew, spinach and dark chocolate. During the follicular phase, you can focus much more on strength training, HIIT workouts, because your energy levels are going to be very high. During this period, your body is primed to utilize carbohydrates for energy, so focus more on carbs. You can eat some fermented foods too, because bloating can be persistent throughout this period. Some food sources are kimchi, sauerkraut, sourdough bread and pickles. During ovulation phase, you can still focus on very high intensive workouts because your energy levels are still peaking. But of course, like me, you can still experience a little bit of pain here. Of course, you can feel your breasts a little bit tightened and not so comfortable. And if this is the case, of course, you can focus on low impact workouts, again, like Pilates, walking and yoga. Again, the best is just to listen to your body. The most important thing that you can keep in mind during the ovulation phase is, because your estrogen levels are very high, you need to eat foods that metabolize extra estrogen and keep it from getting stored in the body. Foods like cruciferous veggies, I don't know if I'm saying it right, you know that my English is not the first language. Cruciferous veggies, yes, like cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower and Brussels sprouts are perfect, and nuts too. The last phase is the luteal phase, and this is where your energy may drop and your cravings for fast food, sweets and etc. can increase very much. Then again, you should prioritize low impact workouts like Pilates, yoga and walking and etc. You see how the woman body is always better and recommended more to have low impact workouts like Pilates, yoga and walking, and not so much strength workouts. Of course, we can incorporate them for our muscles, but not so much. So as a woman, focus more on low impact workouts, and when you have more energy, then strength workout is perfect. But of course, things like breast pain or cramps can appear again, because this is the phase before our menstrual phase, and if this is the case, again, give your body the needed rest. Of course, exercises and pushing too much, it can be very bad for your mental health and emotions, because when we're in our luteal phase, we're very emotional. During your luteal phase, your appetite and resting metabolic rate increases. So it's not just that we're craving more food, we actually need more food because we're burning a lot of energy during this phase. For this reason, I like to focus on delicious meals that are going to keep my blood sugar levels from dropping very low. So magnesium, zinc and vitamin B6 are very important to be consumed because of the role progesterone plays during this phase. So it's very helpful to consume foods that support progesterone production like oysters, red meat, beans, nuts, seeds, and chicken and salmon. Omega-3 fatty acids like salmon, sardines, anchovies, avocados, egg yolks, and flax seeds are crucial too, and potassium-rich foods like leafy greens, nuts, beans, and vegetables. And when we go for carbs, I recommend having high-quality starches and carbs like sweet potatoes, pumpkins, beans, and beets. Another very important topic, not only for biohacking but overall, is your stress. I really went through a very long way until I learned how to manage my stress. We all know why stress is so bad, right? Hormonal disbalance. From there we go to weight gain. From there we lose confidence. Our skin can start looking older. Stress can even go to a depression, and we all know where this is going. Please take this matter very seriously, because why do you actually stress? Why do you give your precious time and energy on this earth, which is very limited time, to stress? How I started managing stress is I talk to myself every time that I fall asleep. Just talk good things to myself. For example, if I have a money problem, which is one of the main reasons why people are being stressed, I'm going to talk to myself and visualize and manifest before falling asleep, and this is gonna build up my confidence, and I'm going to manifest everything. If it's a work problem, because many people stress about work things too, I'm going to say to myself, work is not everything. Really, you're born to live, not to work. You're born to be happy, not to serve somebody. This is not everything. You work just to survive. Things like food, electricity, toilet, and things like this. But start living too. Money and work is not everything. And your job should be something that you like doing, because nobody cares how you spend your days and what you're working at besides you. Don't be a slave to stress. Everything is in your mind, and you're more powerful than you think. You're really controlling everything that is in your mind. And I'm actually thinking that our next video should be how to reduce stress with science-backed tips and personal tips, because if you stress, you're gonna look older and you're going to die earlier. Really, stress is just going to kill you. And I'm sorry to be so brutally honest, but this is the only way we're going to learn. As you can see, I'm going through very different topics in this YouTube channel because I want to help you in any way. So I'm gonna be very happy if you subscribe to my channel, because like this, you're going to show me that I'm actually helping you. And if you have any questions, as you know, I always answer in my Instagram, so just let me know, text me. I'm always going to be happy to help. And until next time.